What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Locks presented by Scores and Odds. If you haven't checked it out already, just making bad life choices. Going over to scoresandodds.com where you can get picks from me, Meansy, no, to all the greats. Plus, you get access to this nice little prop shopping tool where you can see exactly what we have projected for each individual prop, plus where the best odds are at. And most importantly, you get access to Grant's Action Lounge. What is Grant's Action Lounge? Well, it's my Discord where I'm throwing in all my bets each and every day, been absolutely crushing it recently. Had a big month last night or last month, bigger month the month before. Up 10 G's last month with an 8.51% ROI, up 15 G's with a 16.48% ROI the month before. Just absolutely destroyed. And that's with taking several days off to go be in Vegas. But basketball has gone very, very well so far. Football has gone well so far. These are numbers so far this calendar year, well, at least since February. Making money in all four major sports, just absolutely destroying. Don't have a ton of bets today, so this might be a little bit of a quicker show. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead, throw them into chat. Doesn't matter what they are. If I don't have the answer, I'll let you know. But if I have the answer for anything, I will answer them. So go ahead and throw any of those questions in chat, and I will get to them throughout the show here. Yeah. Let's get started off with Zach LaVine under 4.5 rebounds. Minus 113 over at FanDuel. FYI, if you guys don't know, if you guys want to make things simple, you can really easily just bet the lines on this app. So you go, you press the Bet Now button. Boom, you just press the state, and it loads it right into the bet slip. So right from the prop shopping tool, we are getting it uploaded onto the app, which will be way simpler. There's also Parlay IQ, which does it directly into the app. It's super simple. But LaVine here, we have projected for 4.06. I agree with that. Hasn't been hitting it much recently. Match versus Brooklyn. I'm taking the under. LaVine over 22.5 points, minus 120 over at Sports Illustrated, minus 120 over at BetMGM. So you can get it at both sites here. LaVine has been absolutely mediocre so far this season, averaging 22.5 points. But incredible matchup. 231 implied total for this game. 231 over under, rather, for this game. The highest on the board. It's a matchup versus Brooklyn. So the guy's averaging 22.5 points right at this line for the season. So getting a huge plus matchup is a beautiful spot. I love the over. Steph Curry over 5.5 rebounds, minus 115 over at FanDuel. I think it's minus 110 over at MGM. They just won't let me get anything down there. Steph Curry has been averaging 6.7 rebounds per game so far this season. We currently have him at projected for a full rebound over this number here. 6.5. He's at 5.5, minus 120 over points bet, it looks like. Also, line's starting to move, so I can go ahead that at points bet immediately. I wouldn't be surprised to see it getting all the way up to minus 140. Caleb Martin over 8.5 points. We have him projected for 10.5. You can get this minus 113 over at FanDuel. I think minus 110 over at MGM. Again, can't bet over on MGM at all. Minus 110 over at points bet too. So the line's starting to move pretty heavily. I'd get in here now. It's already minus 130 over at MGM, minus 131 over at Caesars, minus 130 over at DraftKings. The line's moving pretty heavily, but you can still get it at minus 110 over at PointsBet. Go hammer that bet. Caleb Martin in a pretty solid matchup overall. I really like the over. Steph Curry over 26.5 points, minus 113 over at FanDuel. I can't remember what it was everywhere else, but Curry has been absolutely fantastic so far this season, averaging 22 or has had 22 plus shot attempts in every single game except for one so far this season. He's hit the over on this in every single game except for one so far this season. It is a match versus Miami, which isn't great, but the shot volume there, he's getting to the line 7, 8, 9 times a game. Guy is just scoring at will here, minus 113 at 26.5. This number should be at 28.5, 29.5. Guy's going for 30 tonight. Same thing with SGA, sitting at 27.5 points. I got the over at minus 113 over at Caesars. I believe the same line is over at FanDuel. Let's see. Checking it out right here. Minus 135 over at Caesars now. But my gosh, you can still get it points bet at minus 115. I really like this bet. I don't even mind it at 28.5. It's obviously moved quite a bit. SGA has been absolutely crushing it so far this season. Matchup versus Orlando should be a close game. He said this in every game, I think, except for one so far this season. But match versus Orlando, 3-point spread, should end up staying a close game. I have I think this is easily an over. Next up, Cam Johnson under 21.5 points, rebounds, assists. That's what par is. Minus 115 on the under over at DraftKings, minus 110 over at MGM. So whichever one you have. Cam Johnson coming off his best game of the season. I think he had 19 points. I think he had 27 points, rebounds, assists. That's why this number is so high. It's not like it's a great matchup here. Let's see, Cam Johnson. It's not like it's a great matchup. It's decent chance of being a blowout, if I remember correctly, versus Minnesota. Actually, it's a pretty decent matchup. But he hasn't hit this in any other game besides the last one where he ended up with 19 points. The shot volume has not been great so far this season. This number is just far too high. Easy under for me. And I think RG projections are right there with me, setting at 20.25. Bridges, I got the over. He's been doing pretty well. He hasn't been shooting the ball great, but the ancillary stats have been there. Matchup versus Minnesota, 227 total here. Minus 113 is too low of a number there. Go hit the over. But that's it. That's the show. Again, we've been absolutely crushing it, up 26 Gs over the last 2 months. So well over a 10% ROI in the last 2 months. Basketball is where I make most of my money. You can get tons and tons of bets here. Again, so go get signed up for scoresandodds.com. We're running a basketball pass right now, $169.99 for all sports, actually, until the end of basketball season. So you get March Madness in there. I believe you get some of baseball beginning of last season. We crushed it this year. You get the rest of football season. You'll get the football playoffs. You get the Super Bowl. You get all that stuff for $169.99. It's going to go up here in, I think, the next week. But yeah, go get in there, and then you can get signed up for the Discord. Again, dropping in picks every day, right around noon Eastern. Just make some money. It's that simple. Don't have to do any research. I tell you the site I'm betting on. I tell you the odds. I tell you the bet. I drop it in there. You can get there immediately. But that's it. That's the show. We'll be back in tomorrow. It's going to be a longer show. Dean is going to be on it with me, so probably going to be an hour-long show. There's like 12 games. There's going to be some football in there, so just a boatload of bets. Go. Get signed up. Here's all the bets today. Let's win some money. I'm out of here. Later, kids!